So just really, it's been easy to work with these guys. Proud of how they competed and how they fought. And they've responded no matter what goes on, even during the course of the games. They've done a good job, I think, responding, and certainly, lose a game, they get back up on their feet. So to me, today's games really represent the kind of guys that we have on this football team, and they really understand what it means to go out and fight and compete for the full 60, and that's really what the game's all about. So, I think the best part about all this stuff is we got a long weekend. Everybody can just kind of take some time away, and the players certainly need that. All of us do. But really, the nicest thing is they can enjoy it and feel really good about what they've done, not only today but for this entire season long. So it's really good about that, and it's a good feeling when the players they go home and can feel good about what they've been doing, and these guys have earned that. There's no question about that. So the only two things I'll mention. It sounds like Mark's set some records. Dolph just told me, I guess. I think it was Kenny Plain, Wilbur Hollis, and Ed Podolak that he moved by. That's pretty good company right there. There might be another record into, I think, a Big Ten one. So I'm not totally surprised what a great individual he is. He's just been a great addition to our team. And then probably the biggest news of the weekend, I don't think it's a secret, but Aaron and Aubrey Graves welcomed Grayson Graves last night, somewhere around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere in that ballpark. So you can imagine what a great weekend that is for him. And he did get a game ball. My wife made sure I didn't screw that one up. So he got a game ball this morning, or Grayson got a game ball, and was just a great weekend for our team. So I'll throw it out to questions.
Kirk, I guess when it comes to Aaron, I mean, you being a father and obviously Aaron now being a new, I mean, how hard is it emotionally to choose between, coming to play one final game, regular season game for a team in the program he's loved all of his life, or staying back with obviously his newborn son and his wife? And, Aaron was overwhelmed with emotion when he talked about Grayson with us. But I guess from your perspective, what were the conversations? I don't want to say just about football, but how do you kind of approach that as a coach?
I think really the only tricky part would have been if Grayson hadn't been born and Aubrey was in labor. So there is no choice at that point. I would have told him that. So, but luckily, pondered that yesterday morning when I learned there was some things moving. And she's a month early, which Grayson's a month early. So I thought this was going to be an issue potentially at the bowl game. So it all happened a little quicker. And it's just fate how it all worked out. But yeah, there's no choice. If the baby hadn't been born, I think Aaron would have stayed there. Or else he could have hitchhiked, I guess. But fortunately, everything just played out perfectly, and both sets of parents were there. So I think everybody's good, and I know where he's going when he gets back.
What's it say about the team for them to be able to rally around Aaron once you guys were able to share the news that his son had been born?
It's kind of a weird year. We've never had, I don't think, 3 married guys, first of all. So that's strange. And then, sometimes love and marriage, right? It leads to the baby carriage, all that stuff for kids. So, it's just one of those situations. But again, none of us were expecting that. Aaron's just, highly respected. What a tremendous young guy he is. And, it's things happen fast for him. So it's a good thing. But I'm not surprised at all those guys. He's earned everybody's respect in a lot of ways.
What about today's game would you say kind of epitomizes this particular team and this particular season?
Just the way they competed. The first half was touch and go, certainly, and wasn't going per script. We had tremendous respect for number 21. He's a really good football player, and he was on film. And then certainly, we got to experience him live today. We had a hard time tackling him, and, so he ran the ball really well. Popped the one real big run and then hurt us on that screen pass, too. That was a really big play for them. So, we had our work cut out for us defensively, and then, offensively it wasn't easy, but the guys just kept pushing. And, we had the one mishap in the kicking game, which is uncharacteristic, but it's just one of those plays. But the defense helped the cause there. So just, back and forth, everybody, nobody on this team, the 3 groups, they don't look at each other funny. It's just like, something happens, we're going to play on. We'll make up for it, we'll figure it out and keep going. And that gets on the players. You got a bunch of really, really good guys working with each other, and they don't panic.
Only 4 teams